The University of Tehran, also known as Tehran University and UT, is Iran's oldest modern university, based on its historical, socio-cultural and political pedigree, as well as its research and teaching profile. UT has been nicknamed the Mother University of Iran, and it is the symbol of higher education in Iran. It is almost always ranked as the best university in Iran in national and international rankings. It is also the premier knowledge-producing institute among all OIC countries. The university offers 111 bachelor's degree programs, 177 master's degree programs, and 156 Ph.D. programs. Many of the departments were absorbed into the University of Tehran from the Dar al-Fanun established in 1851 and the Tehran School of Political Sciences established in 1899. The main campus of the university is located in the central part of the city. However, other campuses are spread across the city as well as in the suburbs, such as the Bagui Negarestan campus at the central eastern part of the city, the northern Amirabad campus is at the central western part of the city, and the Aburahan campus in the suburb of the capital. The main gate of the university, with its specific design and modern architecture, is the logo of the university and, in a more general sense, a logo of education in Iran. The university is one of the city's attractions, hosting many international and cultural events attracting academia, foreign tourists as well as local residents. The major festive of Friday prayers of the capital is held at the university's main campus every Friday. Admission to the university's renowned undergraduate and graduate programs is very competitive and is limited to the top 1% of students who pass the national entrance examination administered yearly by the Ministry of Science, Research and Technology. Tehran University consistently makes the #1 choice of qualifying applicants among all other universities of Iran. Founded in 1934, UT is the symbol of higher education in the country. UT comprises the following fields of study: humanities, social sciences, behavioral sciences, technical and engineering, basic sciences, agriculture, arts and new sciences. UT also provides Islamic instruction, meritorious professors and other staff who produce scientific theories to fulfill the intellectual and scientific needs of society. UT's main missions are to preserve science and scientists' dignity, considering justice, and to provide equal opportunities for the development of scientific and technical talents in the country, to attempt to become the first ranking comprehensive university in the Islamic world, to train well-educated and scientifically powerful individuals, and to produce knowledge, innovation and new technologies in order to gain pride and success for Iran and the Islamic world in the present and future. In addition, UT collaborates multilaterally with other universities at national and international levels and considers the university as an appropriate environment in which to think liberally and critically based on Islamic principles, and to train thoughtful individuals, researchers and experts to collaborate, synergize and disseminate new thoughts in order to improve individual and social life. UT also collaborates with executive organizations of the country, trains experts in scientific, technological, economic and social fields, and considers leading fundamental research and supplying the scientific and practical needs of the society at all levels as its tasks. History. The first official step for the establishment of Tehran University occurred on the 31st of March 1931 when Minister of Court Abdul Hossein Timurtash wrote, Issa Sadiq, who was completing his doctoral dissertation at Columbia University in New York, to inquire as to requirements for the establishment of a university in Tehran. Sadiq considered the letter an invitation to outline a comprehensive scheme for the establishment of a university. In January 1933, during the cabinet meeting, the subject was brought up. Ali Asghar Hekmat, the acting minister of the Ministry of Education, stated the following words there: "Of course, there is no doubt on the thriving state and the glory of the capital, but the only obvious deficiency is that this city has no university. It is a pity that this city lags far behind other great countries of the world." His words had a profound impact on everyone in the meeting, resulting in the acceptance of the proposal, thus allocating an initial budget of 250,000 omans. The Ministry of Education was authorized to find a suitable land for the establishment of the university and take necessary measures to construct the building as soon as possible. Ali Asghar Hekmat, in collaboration and consultation with André Godard, a French skillful architect who was serving the Ministry of Education as an engineer, promptly began looking for a suitable location for the university grounds. By the orders of Reza Shah, the compound of Jalali-U Garden was selected. Jalali-U Garden was located in the north of the then Tehran, between Amirabad village and the northern trench of Tehran. This beautiful garden, full of orchards, was founded in the early 1900s during the final years of Nasir ad-Din Shah, by the order of Prince Jalal ad-Dawla. The master plan of the campus buildings was drawn up by French architects Roland Dubreuil and Maxime Sirou, Swiss architect Alexandre Moser, as well as André Godard, Nikolai Markov and Mohsen Fari. The influences of early 20th century modernist architecture are today readily visible on the main campus grounds of the university. The University of Tehran officially inaugurated in 1934. The Amirabad campus was added in 1945 after American troops left the property as World War II was coming to an end. The university admitted women as students for the first time in 1937. In 1935, the formerly males-only university opened its doors to women as part of the country's sweeping universal education policy. In 1986, the Iranian parliament, known as the Majlis of Iran, stipulated that the university's overcrowded College of Medicine be separated into the independent Tehran University of Medical Sciences, and that TUMS be placed under the leadership of the new Ministry of Health and Medical Education. With over 13,000 current students, TUMS remains the best medical school in Iran. Campuses at present comprises 40 faculties, institutes, as well as centers of research and education. The university consists of 7 campuses. The Central Pardis campus on Engelab Avenue is the oldest and best known of the campuses. Amirabad campus is where most of the dormitories are located. Aburehan campus, Karaj campus of agriculture and natural resources, Farabi campus, Caspian campus, New Science and Technology campus, Kishig International campus, Eros International campus. Research and facilities. The University of Tehran hosts many cultural and academic activities on the national and international levels. It enjoys the cooperation of foreign countries in holding international conferences, seminars and workshops. In 2008, close to 1,000 professors and graduate students have taken part in international conferences with university funding. Furthermore, regularly hosts many delegations and professors from abroad. University of Tehran is appointed as a center of excellence by Iran's Ministry of Science and Technology in the fields of evaluation and improvement of irrigation networks, breeding and biotechnology of trees, farming, grading and biotechnology, applied electromagnetic systems, land logistics, sustainable urban planning and development, architectural technology, biological control of pests and plant diseases, rural studies and planning, high-performance materials, control and intelligent processing, sustainable management of watershed, applied management of fast-growing wood species, surveying and disaster management, engineering and infrastructure management, oil and gas. This appointment is based on national standing based on research achievements and invested funding in the mentioned topics. 15% of the country's centers of excellence, as recognized by the government, are located at the University of Tehran, which along with more than 40 research centers ensure UT's commitment to research. Together, over 3,500 laboratories are active in these centers and in the faculties. In addition, the University of Tehran publishes more than 50 scientific journals, some of which have the ISI index. The Central Library and Documentation Center of the University of Tehran has been a member of the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions since 1967. The Central Library is the largest academic library in Iran. The library complements the 35 specialized libraries based at different faculties, all with the aim of advancing the research goals of the university. Currently, the Central Library and Documentation Center is offering its services to more than 65,000 members. It hosts more than 5,000 uses daily. The library offers its resources under 13 main collections. The manuscript collection of the University of Tehran includes over 17,000 volumes of manuscripts in Persian, Arabic and Turkish. The library also hosts a state-of-the-art center for the preservation of manuscripts. The University of Tehran Press, which focuses on publishing academic books, has published over 5,000 books up until today, and currently publishes on average more than one book per day. UTP has over 96 distribution agents throughout the country as well as one in Afghanistan. Endowment. University of Tehran is a public university and its funding is provided by the government of Iran. For the top ranks of the National University Entrance Exam, education is free in all public universities. The people with ranks below the normal capacity of the universities will be required to pay part or all of the tuition. In 2011, University of Tehran, with an amount equivalent to $70 million, got the highest budget among all universities in Iran. Emblems. The emblem of the University of Tehran, which was designed by Dr. Mohsen Mofaddam, a late faculty member of the Faculty of Fine Arts, is based on an image, which can be found in the stucco relief and seals of the Sassanid period. In this case, it is a copy from a stucco relief discovered in the city of Ctesiphon. The seals symbolized ownership. In the Sassanid period, these seals were used in stucco reliefs, coins, and silver utensils as a family symbol. Since the alphabet of Sassanid Pahlavi script was used in these badges, they have the nature of a monogram as well. The motif is placed between two eagle wings. One can also find these motifs in other images of this period, such as in royal crowns, particularly at the end of the Sassanid period. Crowns with these seals have been called two-feather crowns in the Shahnameh. The motif between the wings was made by combining Pahlavi scripts. Some scholars have tried to read these images. The script is in the form of Afzut, which means plentiful and increasing. Colors. The University of Tehran's official color is University of Tehran blue. Main entrance. The University of Tehran main entrance was designed in 1965 by Kourosh Farzami, one of the students of the Faculty of Fine Arts of the university. The structural engineer was an Armenian-Iranian by the name of Simon Sarkisyan. Due to the importance of the university, these gates have gradually become the symbol of Iran's higher education system. University of Tehran gates are depicted on the reverse of the Iranian 500 rials banknote. Faculties. Initially, University of Tehran included 6 faculties: Faculty of Theology, Faculty of Science, Faculty of Literature, Philosophy and Educational Science, Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Pharmacy, Faculty of Dentistry, Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Law and Political Science, Faculty of Economics. Later more faculties were founded: Faculty of Fine Arts, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Management, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Natural Resources, Faculty of Economics, Faculty of Social Sciences, Faculty of Environment, Faculty of Foreign Languages, Faculty of Physical Education, Faculty of Geography, Faculty of World Studies, Faculty of Entrepreneurship, Faculty of New Sciences and Technologies. In 1992, the faculties of Medicine, Dentistry and Pharmacology seceded to become the Tehran University of Medical Sciences, but is still located at the main campus. Institutes. University of Tehran also coordinates several major institutes: Institute of Biochemistry and Biophysics, Institute of Geophysics, the International Research Center for Coexistence with Deserts, Institute of History of Science, Institute for North American and European Studies, Institute of Electrotechnic, Center for Women's Studies, Applied Management Research Center, Decoder Dictionary Institute, Vehicle, Fuel, and Environment Research Institute, Turbomachine Institute, Institute of Petroleum Engineering, Water Institute, the Research Institute of Energy Planning and Management, the Engineering Optimization Research Group, Biomaterial Research Institute, Advanced Material Research Institute, Inorganic Material Research Institute, University of Tehran Research Institute, Science and Technology Park of University of Tehran. World Rankings. Academic ranking of world universities times higher education. U.S. News. Political role. University of Tehran's central place in Iranian elite circles has made it the setting for many political events and cultural works. Perhaps, to historians, the University of Tehran is most notably remembered for its key roles in the political events of recent history. It was in front of the same gates of the school that the Shah's army opened fire on dissident students, killing many and further triggering the 1979 revolution of Iran. It was there, and 20 years later in July 1999 that, albeit a much smaller number of dissident students confronted the police. University of Tehran has always been a bastion of political movement and ideology. At the leaders of the country deliver some of the most potent speeches, often on Friday during prayers. Since the 1979 Islamic Revolution, the main campus of the university and its surrounding streets have been the site for Tehran's Friday prayers. The political and social role of University of Tehran in the Iranian domestic arena has continued to be so pronounced that in November 2005 a senior Islamic scholar became Chancellor of the university, replacing Dr. Faraji Dana. Ayatollah Abbasali Ahmad Zanjani is a professor in law, is known for his strong ties to Ayatollah Khomeini in the 1979 revolution, and had spent time in the Shah's prisons before the Islamic Revolution. In February 2008, an Iranian economist, Drive Ziad Rabai, a former vice president of Iran and head of management and planning organization of Iran, became the new chancellor of the university. 119 faculty members of the University of Tehran are said to have resigned on 15 June 2009 to protest the attack on university dorms in the wake of contested 2009 presidential elections. Although clear follow-up data is hard to establish, it seems that most or all resignations were not accepted.